Good morning, namaste. I'm Dr. Jim Eder, and this morning I'm going to give a short brief on the Nepal online high school system, and then another short brief on the just the pilot program that we're getting ready to set up for Nepal. Namaste. This is going to be a short brief on the Nepal online high school system. So there is only one Nepal online high school. That's centralized, and that's going to be in Kathmandu. To the left of the slide here, in the provinces, there is absolutely no need for any province offices or for any school offices in addition to what you have already. The Nepal online high school works through the school administration offices that already exist. The other thing that needs to be understood is that the local school approves all courses for students to take. Remember, this is just a supplemental system that's going to supplement your high school instruction that you do now. So let's go back to the basic. So a centralized high school that's located in that, and what they do, we put everything, all the content, everything else is what they call is in the cloud. All your classes, they'll meet all their faculty there, and all the administration is going to be through the computer, through technology. So once a student gets connected, they turn on their laptop, and then they go up and they register for their course. Again, that course is approved by the local high school. All courses are approved for them first. They go up, and this is where they get their course introduction, and they'll meet their faculty, and they'll take their course. Now again, all the faculty that are going to be teaching come from all over Nepal. They're not necessarily a faculty member from your high school that teaches your students. Remember, we only have one online high school, and they serve all high schools in Nepal. So you may have a faculty member that's located in province 3 or 4 or wherever that one person's located, but they may have students in province 1, 4, 6, or 7. It just depends, and each faculty member will have a certain number of students, but they'll be all over. But the faculty member can be located all over. So if we had 10 faculty members, we could have 3 in province 7, 1 in province 5, 2 in 4, and 2 or 3 in 3. And we not necessarily do you have 1 in province 1 or province 6. So that's how the online system from the faculty perspective works. So once the student makes contact with the faculty, then they begin to take their course. And we'll talk about that at another time. But this is just how the online high school system works. It's a flow. It starts from here. The Nepal Online High School provides everything that your student and your faculty and your admin need in the cloud. That's where it's at. It's the connectivity between your school admissions and your student into the cloud, where you gain all the information on all your connectivity. So once a student completes their course, then this out of the cloud, the information, all the grades, and any other administration information is sent back to your admissions office through the computer. So so again, I want to make it understood is that there is no need in for the province to have an office for an online high school, nor is there a need at the high school to have anything more than what you have now than the admin office. But whoever in your school that approves the courses for a student, if they want their student to take a course from the Nepal Online High School, then the local faculty member or the local counselor approves that, and then the student goes up and takes the course. And then once they complete the course, it's reported back to the high school. Now, that's the basic flow of the Nepal Online High School system. Again, it goes from the central high school into the cloud where all information is held. That's where the classes are taken. All the administration is kept track of. And then you have an interaction between the student and the school admin for the student to go into the cloud to take courses, and for the school to get their grades and the admin. Now, the second brief that I'd like to conduct is about the Nepal pilot program. Now, this is the pilot program that's going to be set up that will operate throughout Nepal. But we're going to do one pilot program now in one, call it one central school. But once we will set up the first thing that has to be set up is the initial lab. Now that lab can be what you all have right now is around 20 computers and internet and training. What we will suggest is that instead of having 20 desktop computers, maybe you only have 5 computers and have 50 tablets. That way you will be able to serve a lot more students, can take courses if they want to. And they can also conduct their training there. But you still need the internet. The only thing that we would do extra is to pre-program the tablets to make sure that they're set up correctly, and pre-program all the computers to work into the cloud, into the online system. So once that's set up, the next step that we're looking at is the computer literacy training. So we are going to put that into about a 4-week course. It's going to take about 20 hours of study for each student to get through that. And it's going to be either in Nepalese or English or side by side, whatever they would like. But at the end of 4 weeks, the students in the pilot program should have computer literacy and be ready to go to the next step or the next course, which is a 1-week course to complete the orientation. The orientation course sets a student up so that they know how to study, what to do when they get into their classroom. So once they complete that course, then they go to the third course, which is the first major actual course that they take. And we have 3 courses set up in the pilot program: English as a second language, Algebra 1, and a science course that's yet to be determined. We should get that determined by next week. So when a student comes after they complete their orientation, they'll know what course they're going to set up. And we're going to have about 25 students in each course. So 25 students will take ESL, 25 will take Algebra 1, and 25 will take science. And it takes around, then they'll begin their course. And the course is 16 weeks long. Each one of these courses is 16 weeks. At the end of that, then we will begin to open it up to all of Nepal, to any student that is ready to begin a course if they want to take one. Now let's go back to computer literacy. Not all students will need a computer literacy course. Some may already be computer literate. If they are, they can skip this 4-week course and go right into the orientation course. So that's the one option. But all students must take the orientation. Now let's recap a little bit about what we said. We're going to put 25 students in each one of these courses. And the total number of students we're going to put in the pilot program is 75, and each province will provide maybe 10 or 11 students to go into these programs. And then again, all the students that do go in have to complete the orientation course. And again, once they complete that, they go into one of these 3 courses, and then these 3 courses last for a period of 16 weeks, with each course having 25 students. So that's the basic overview of the Nepal pilot program. Now this is where we are right now. There may have to be some adjustments and some changes, but this is the basic concept behind the Nepal pilot program. So these were 2 short briefs. The first one on the online high school system. As you can see how the pilot program will, once it's be set up, Then students will begin to move into the system from all provinces, and then each student goes through the same process that that these students went through in the pilot program. That is, they become computer literate, then they take a student orientation, and then they